What is up, guys? James Carter TV, and I know what you're thinking. What are you doing? Are you insane? Are you crazy? And the answer to both of those questions is yes, because here I am with a way too early 2017 NFL mock draft. I see people coming out with it every year at this time, and I'm like, why? And then here I am doing it because it's kind of fun. Because considering the fact that my favorite team actually has two first round picks heading into next season, heading into the next draft, it interests me more than usual. And also combine that with the fact that I think this is a really good star-studded class coming up in 2017. I had a hard time taking some guys out of this first round, not leaving them in this mock draft because there's a lot of talent in this 2017 NFL draft. Now, real quick, before you go down and complain, first of all, the draft order, okay? That's the big thing with this. People love to look at the draft order and say, why is my team picking here? We are not going to suck this bad. We're going to be better than this, blah, blah, blah. First of all, who knows and who cares, dude? This is just my overall feel right now. I know I'm going to be wrong. Who cares? Just take it for what it is. Get over it. This is what I'm doing. And you just have to come up with a draft order. This is what you do. You just throw something out there. I haven't had time to sit down and look at everybody's depth chart, look at everybody's schedule. That's what happens in August. For now, we're just going with a feeling, with a gut feeling. Now, everybody thinks the Browns and the 49ers are going to suck. So at least that's something we can all be consistent on. I don't think I'm going to have any big complaints there. And I see yet again, for the third straight draft, two quarterbacks going number one and number two next year, Deshaun Watson and Brad Kaaya. Now, Deshaun Watson, I think, is pretty legit. Had a great game in the national championship game against Alabama in 2016. Brad Kaaya needs to improve. This is a projection for Brad Kaaya. He only had 16 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions, but those are very, very, very pedestrian statistics as compared to a Chad Kelly out of Ole Miss, who I think is going to start competing for the top spot or second spot at least, having 33 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. So if Brad Kaaya cannot take a big statistical jump, expect him to start sliding down draft boards. But he has all the prototypical things you look for: arm strength, size, what have you, character. He's great. But he needs to start putting up the big stats. We need to see numbers, and we're not seeing it from Brad Kaaya right now. But for now, I have him going number 2. I'm a huge Myles Garrett fan. I think this guy is the next great NFL pass rusher. I like him more than Jadeveon Clowney coming out. The only difference is Garrett hasn't had one play like Jadeveon Clowney. He had that one big play against Michigan that everybody wants to point to and say, look at this play. But when you look at statistically, they both play in the SEC. Myles Garrett has been breaking Jadeveon Clowney's SEC records. He's smarter football player. I think he's a better football player, honestly. Maybe a little less athletically gifted, but he's also built like a tree. An absolute monster athlete that I think is going to come to the NFL and actually have a head on his shoulders and actually be a huge pass rushing force for 15 years. And it's going to be absolutely amazing to watch. I think Leonard Fournette, is going to. Yeah, Leonard Floyd was in this 2016 NFL draft. I think Leonard Fournette is going to drop a little lower than people are expecting. I will be shocked if he goes top 5. I just don't see it. NFL teams still, except for the Dallas Cowboys who are idiots, NFL teams still do not put a big premium on running backs. And Leonard Floyd does have some issues to his game. He's not as clean as Adrian Peterson, although I really like Leonard Fournette. He's not as clean as Adrian Peterson, who he's been compared to. I think he's closer to Marshawn Lynch than Adrian Peterson, honestly, in that I don't think he's going to run a great time. It's going to be a really good time. It's probably going to be a 4.41, 4.42. It's not going to be in the 4.3s. I don't think Leonard Fournette is a 4.3 guy. He's a big guy, bruiser, actually, more of a bruiser, who can also hit the hole and then he's gone. I'm not saying he's slow. No one's saying he's slow. I don't think he's that Adrian Peterson type that could go number 1, and Adrian Peterson didn't even go number 1. So with that in mind, I'm going all the way down to 6 to the Detroit Lions. But again, he's a great running back prospect, way better than Ezekiel Elliott, who went number 4 this year. I'll tell you that right now. I have Chad Kelly going in the top 10. I think this is a quarterback prospect to look out for, a guy that is going to go higher than people are expecting. He really improved. The question now is, can he do well without Laquan Treadwell? I have him going to the New York Jets. And man, this would be a very interesting thing to see if the New York Jets, because they're going to need a quarterback next year. I have no faith in Christian Hackenberg, Geno Smith, Ryan Fitzpatrick. No, they're going to need a new quarterback heading into 2017. This is what I'm projecting. So the full 2017 NFL mock draft can be found down below. Again, there's a lot of talent. I had to fit it all in here, and I had to leave out a lot of names. So give me some credit for what I've been able to do here. And until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.